Yo, what's up, guys? I'm fixing up the remix I made yesterday. The Baker Street remix I made yesterday. So yesterday I made the Baker Street remix, and I thought of using that at the end of my show, and I think it's really useful for that. But the issue is that when I drove home, I found that the saxophone comes in way too harsh, I guess. And also the beat is a bit too ravey, I think. I mean, I like it that it's ravey, but it's really, really ravey. So maybe just a little less distortion. Also, the fill I thought needed to have some 808 snare drums in it, and not more like the. You can really hear that it's coming from the pack from Kashmir. I mean, he has awesome stuff, and it all works really nice, but. The vibe nowadays is that we tend to use samples which are more elementary from drum machines like the 808 or 909. So we're not using that much. That's what I tend to hear in remixes or stuff I hear in music in general. So anyhow, I replayed the saxophone part and a bit more steady and a bit more controlled. So this is what it sounds. So I put a lot of compression on it again, and thought of using the Valhalla shimmer on it, but maybe it could be a bit less. And it's gonna crossfade now into the other saxophone, so together with this. So it really should not be harsh, that's the idea. So maybe I should compress it less as well, right? And just remove all the harshness for it. It should be like smoothly fading in, so I'm just gonna add the suit and see if I can make it less harsh. If suit can do that for me, I mean. Even far more, right? And then on the drop it can be really harsh, but on the fade in it shouldn't really be. And I wanted to add some strings as well, because that's also kind of signature to my sound, I guess. I mean, yeah, it's stuff I always use, really works well and sounds beautifully. And maybe then while I'm at it, add a noir piano, because I also really love that. Noir piano, I think, is the most lovely piano. It really, I found out that Airwave's classical rework album of his classic track he made when he first heard the Noir by Contact, and I really love the classical reworks of Airwave. So yeah, that's also a reason for me to use it, because he's a, I think he's a great producer. I think he's really an inspiring person as well. Right, let's see how to do. And let's add another layer. Yeah, just and the high strings just the same, just pitched up. Transpose. That's the easiest way to do that. Or like this. that's what it's supposed to sound like, I guess. And let's use the 808 fill as well while we're at it. And I was adding another lead, and the lead is still a bit off sync. So this, I was checking out the lead, because the MIDI, look, it's not really sync, right? That's the issue. And then we're talking about 32 notes. It's really high precision. It's really strange that when I play the MIDI, it doesn't. It didn't really feel like the saxophone playing, but could be that I am wrong about that. Yeah, that's because I think I play this, right? Yeah, I think I play that. I play another note. But the MIDI must be exactly the same, because otherwise it just sounds a bit... I guess there are tools to do this, which would make it far more easy. I guess the saxophone is off there. Yeah, that's looking quite nice. That's looking quite nice. Yeah, and I guess this should all be legato. Maybe that note. That note isn't. And that note isn't. There's a stuttered note, there isn't, so... So there it's off, right? I think it should be the same, but I don't play it. That should be it, I guess. And just, you know, compress it, distort it, the whole deal. Let's add some distortion here as well. I'll add it. Let's cancel out it. Just a lot of compression. That's what it needs. Multiband. It just needs volume, right? I mean, that's the, but the chorus also needs to be a little less. And some lead. And and some reverb. Still some compression, and then adjust it to your ear curve. And there it should cut off, right? Yeah, right. Let's see how that sounds. And take a look at the kick, right? Because the kick, yeah, it's I mean, I like it, but it's a bit too much, I guess. It could be a bit less. I don't know. I kinda like it. And it works well with the bass. So, you know, I don't know. Just leave it like that. Organ sounds so off. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's because there's a pitch detune, I think. I put a lot of pitch detune in this one. Let's see, maybe I should just do that a bit less. Do a little bit less of that. It's that organ, it has overtones, and those are clashing. It's not even an organ. It's this thing. Let's see. Let's just cut down on the overtones. There is a filter function in here, isn't it? I used to... I haven't used it, but let's see if I can use it. Right, so... That must be right. Process. I've looked into... I mean... I know kind of what all this does. I do know what all of this does. But... I would like a filter in here, and I haven't found a way to do that. Like just filter the, remove the upper harmonics in an easy way. That would be really useful, I think. This looks like just an excerpt of an FM trial. Anyhow. I think this should be outside that processing because I want it to be quiet. It needs to be, but it needs to have more reverb on it. So here I have this Valhalla, and I'll just turn that up. It needs to be tuned perfectly. I don't know, it should be, but I guess it could use a lower note as well, right? Just an octave lower, like. about the harshness there. So let's add that. Sax low. Turn the music down. Okay. Oh, and it wasn't recording, so let's do that again. Turn the BPM down. It's easier for recording. I know it sounds bad, but just bear with it, bear with it. Also, my lip is bursting. That's also a bad thing. All right, let's. I guess maybe we can use this. Alright. It's the big old cheating, playing it slower and then replaying it faster bit. Well, I'm doing it on live stream, so everybody can see. Oh, and I recorded it in stereo while it is a mono track, so. I mean, yeah, this is what it should be, I guess, but maybe, but compressed then, I guess, right? So this should be the quiet saxophone. But I want to compress that as well, but a bit of, and there needs to be a reverb, but I want to use like the Bazin reverb from Serum, and while I'm saying it, I might as well use it, because it is possible to just use it as an effect. And on the quiet part here, I use a filter, I think. Yes. So it's filtering down, and I'm just gonna cross that over into another lane. That's really nice. Of Bitwig, that you can drag and drop plugins, including their automation. That's nice. There should be like a chorus, like an 8-voice chorus in the background, like a backing vocal. Turn down, of course. And here's the nice thing. I want that compressed so that it's bearing it, I guess. Same with the low voices. And then you can like make a group of it. So now the chorus is compressed, but I can mix the dry and wet of that part. So that's kind of cool. A bit of drive on there. Yeah, and when I hear people talk about Ableton, they're always like, yeah, I use the LFO tool. I've never used that in Ableton, but this now is an LFO tool with a custom curve, so I guess you can do that in Bitwig as well. Well, not to the pan then, right? To the pan, panning that left and right. Alright, so frequency. Let's see how that works. If that even works. Yeah, that's better. And this main lead saxophone voice also can use this treatment, so I'm just gonna drag and drop that saxophone and then put it in here. Yes. A little bit of drive as well for the backing chorus. Let's see how that sounds. Let's see how that sounds. It's with, it's without. Was that me hitting a microphone? What's that sound? Was it like a filter offset or something? Oh, that's the lead input. Let's turn on the mastering. Plus 5 dB. There was a guy in the chat yesterday and he said, yeah, you have to have some dark background noises, and I thought about that driving home yesterday when I got, and I thought it would be a good idea just to have some background vocals.
He used to think that it was so easy
then this one like pitched 12 pitch down, and then in the background like a shimmer. You used to think that it was. You used to think that it was. Something like that.
You used to think that it was so.
Easy, easy. And then just put like a shimmer, right? That would be a nice verb. And also like a delay, but in the way I use delay is like with a sidechain to itself. Then so it sidechains itself, so it's only active once it once the vocal is done.
You used to think that it was so. You used to think that it was so.
Same here for the Valhalla, I guess, but a little less intense. So you just make sure when the vocal sounds, then the reverb doesn't sound.
You used to think that it was so. You used to think that it was so.
So it comes back when you let's make sure if I can.
You used to think that it was so. You used to think that it was so.
But as long as it can bear. Alright, and maybe on a double tempo like this.
So used to think that it was so.
Maybe some crazy effect on it as well, just more in the background.
Used to think that it was so.
Easy, easy, 8 verb. Bit more hype.
Used to think that it was so. Used to think that it was so.
Something like that, I think.
Used to think that it was so. Used to think that it was so.
Like that, absolutely, let's go. That was missing. I think some other because the M1 it keeps crashing on my computer, so I'm just gonna check if everything's working, and this one isn't working, so just gonna add that. There are some sounds missing, and whenever I reset my buffer size, then it keeps crashing. So I re-download it, so I'm gonna install it again after this stream.
Another year and then you'll be happy. Just one more year and then you'll be happy. But you're crying now.
think this is it for this version. I'm just gonna export it. Yes, I'm gonna export it, and then let's see if and I'm gonna make a version. I'm gonna program the visuals. Rafferty, Baker Street, and the chord scheme is F A minor, F A minor, C G D. And the melody is A C E F D D E D C D. That's the start, and it's my remix. So let's export it, and I'm gonna load up the CDJ. I'm gonna get my record box up and running. Gonna put it on my USB. There's nothing gonna change about the arrangement, I think, because that's the most important thing when I'm making tracks. I want to make sure that the arrangement stays the same. I can change a lot of things and then easily redo all the visuals. I mean, I could also always redo the visuals, but there's kind of quite some work. So I tend to leave the arrangement the same, and then once that is done, then I can easily change sounds and just copy the visuals, and that's more easy to do. Right, so let's get the track in Rekordbox. Once it's done exporting. Yeah, you saw me put like the Ozone 12 on the master, and I went to Amsterdam Dance Event to the Isotope meeting, and they explained that the RC5 algorithm is multi-band. So I really like that, because I would like everything to be multi-band. It's far more precise, and you can have individual bands controlling individual parts of the spectrum, and you can actually see that by the amount of reduction that limiter does. You can see that it reduces far less, and that's because each band is doing their own compression and limiting part. It really works well, and yeah, you can gain more loudness with less, by reducing less dynamics. So yeah, it's a big advantage, I'd say. Alright, is it done? Almost 1:16. I can already get the lyrics of the track. Garrett Rafferty, Baker Street lyrics, and put that in Notepad. So I'm gonna program the visuals now. Oh wow, oh I got this thing on. Let's turn that off. Baby, let your head and all you feel, well it's crazy. Drink the night away, forget about everything. The city desert makes you feel so cold. It's got so many people, but it's got no soul, and it's taking so long. You're wrong. I don't know. You used to think that it was your trying, crying. That's the second part, right? Alright, is it done? Yes, it's done now. Alright, let's see if the MP3 is correct. So there is an important thing to see here about the spectrum, right? The spectrum here, you can see that limiting is not done enough, right? And it needs to be like a block. If it's not like a block, then it's not done properly, I think. Well, that's my opinion. I mean, I see pro tracks and then they're always flat. And here as well, you can see that the lead here is way too loud. The saxophone, when it's introduced here, is just too loud. You can hear it as well. But, you know, I think, oh, that's nice, that's my instrument, I want to be it up front, but it should be less loud, less in your face. And furthermore, it's looking quite nice. There is a bit of a down there. Lay your head and land on your feet, well not a crazy day. Blink right away and forget about everything. This city doesn't make you feel so cold. It's got so many people, but it's got no soul, and it's right. Used to think that it was so easy. He used to say that it was so Wow. Setting the cues, which I always set in the same place. It's also based on the arrangement I make actually. So, right, this is done. I'm also, yeah, so I'm putting the cues and the first one on the beginning of the track. Well, I don't really use that, so I'm actually gonna delete that. Because the first part of the track I don't use. And then from the first 30 second beat, and then yeah, this is the mix over point, and then at the end I put a C in case people don't like the track. Then you can skip to the end of the track by pressing C here. So let's see if I can show how that will sound. People won't notice it, and you can shorten the track in a nice way. Here we go. Right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you can do it here. 1, 2, 3. It goes straight to the outro, and that's why I always do it with all my tracks, because you can always try out one climax, right? Alright, let's synchronize. You can always try out one climax, and if people don't like it, then you can skip to the next track that people like, and then do another track people like, and then you can perhaps try another tracks which you would like to try. Alright, so that's on my USB now. I'm just gonna pop that one. Winding your way down Baker Street. Turn on the lights here. Beat link trigger. I guess nothing much else. Yeah, the light as well. Alright. Just gonna change the audio so we can hear what's going on. Oh, rough. That's rough. Carabiner, alright. Challenge Baker Street, here we go. It's always a bit louder from the CDJ. On the CDJ, actually the waveform looks nice, looks what it's supposed to be. So I'm just waiting for beatlink trigger to boot up, and then we can get the party started. Alright, the BPM is 150 and the starting time is 01.19, so I'm gonna 470.
Winding your way down Baker Street, lighting your head and dead on your feet. Well, another crazy day.
I'm just gonna do it half sentences because it's lie down your way down on Baker Street, lighting your head and dead on your feet. Well, another crazy day. Drink the night away and forget about every. Yeah, that could be one. This desert makes you feel so. Makes you this desert, this city desert makes you feel so. Yeah, maybe it can be that long. There will be small sentences. Not ideal in total because I don't know if people will read this, but I'll just do the small sentences. Oh. 01.19.470. That's the starting point of the queue, which I'm starting now.
Winding your way down Baker Street, lighting your head and dead on your feet. Well, another crazy day. Drink that away and forget about everything. This city desert makes you feel so cold. It's got so many people, but it's got no soul, and it's taking you long to find out you're wrong when you've heard everything. You used to think that it was so easy. You used to say that it was so easy, but you're trying now. Another year and then you'd be happy. Just one more year and then you'd be happy, but you're crying now.
Well, that didn't really went the way I wanted it to, but you can also calculate the beats, right, in between, because this should be 12, I think. 4, 8, 3 was correct, I think. Then 11 would be correct as well. And you drink it that way, because it's kind of like evenly spaced, I think. 4. If I do it correct now, then I don't have to drag and drop lyrics, which is always a bit of a hassle because it's so slow. Right, 2, 4, 5, let's say. Oh. Alright. Right. Load the track. Loop E, let's do the custom. Already, probably want that smaller, and then let's delete some old cues as well. Just tidying up the because yeah, you just want to have a clean database, I guess. Alright, let's go. 1 and 3. Alright, now the algorithm is doing stuff. Yeah, I guess I have to call it quits in just a few moments. Maybe I can play through it one more time. It will be good for my practice. algorithm is done. So let's see.
Wandering your way down the Baker Street, light in your head and dead on your feet. Well, another crazy day to drink the night away and forget about everything. This city that makes you feel so cold. It's got so many people, but it's got no soul, and it stays. It's got so many people, but it's got no soul, and it stays long. Find out your, but it's got no soul, and it stays long. Find out you're wrong, you find out everything. Used to think that it was so easy. You used to say that it was so easy, but you're trying now. It was so easy, but you're trying now.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Another year and then you'd be happy. Just one more year and then you'd be happy. But you're crying now.
I need to do a far more smoother crossover there.
Winding your way down Baker Street, lighting your head and down on your feet. Well, another crazy day to clean that away and forget about everything. This city doesn't make you feel so cold. It's got so many people, but it's got no soul, and it's not long. You find out you're wrong when you find out everything. Used to think that it was so.
Alright, let's program the rest quickly. And then test run one time, and then I'll have to go home. Let's do this as quickly as possible. Right, let's go. Alright, this is light. Basic left, half fade. And then we do a dead drop here, and then slow. Basic left, right here. Dead here. And then we'll do a 4 here. Boom. 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 And then here 1. Half. Because you want to add energy with the lights. And then dead invert here. And then strobe for 4 because it's a really cool track. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I correct then? 1, 2, 3, 4. That. Okay, and then half here, and then 4, 1, half that, strobe, left, right, half, strobe, left, right. Used to think that it was so 4 beats. Used to think that half beats, strobe, 4 beats. Used to think that it was so easy. You're trying. Half beat, no, 1 beat. I'll maybe just leave it like that, and then half beat, and then again 4 beat, I guess. I don't know what I want to do here, because I want to add that. Here needs to be the dead invert. There needs to be the strobe, and that's where I need to have that. So, and that's where I want maximum power, just before that. And then we got here 1, 1, 2, And here already I have, I don't know. And then here 125, and then it's just keeping on going and going, eh? Yeah, something like this. What did I put here? 4 fade. And 2 4 here? No, then 2 1 2 3 4. Da 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 da. 1 2 3 4. Ah, yeah. 2 here, I guess. I don't know. We'll see about that just now. Half beat here. Strobe for a longer time. Strobe 1 2 3 4 strobe. 1 2 3 4 strobe. Half beat and then just left right. Right, and then don't forget the 1 step here. Alright, and then the visuals. Right, left, right here. No beats, no lines there. Or maybe I do want lines there. Maybe some cool like new one that I don't use that often. Like a hexagon. That. And then here we can have like a height. 1 2 3 4, right half. Right 25, right 0 then 25, no lines, and party center, no lines, and blinders, no lines, blinders, the slight add of energy, no lines, and then a hexagon, I thought. Let's see how that looks. No lines, and then here I'd like right. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, let's see how everybody in the chat is doing. All right. And right here, and then right half here. No lines here, and then center here. 1 2 3 4. Right, so maximum energy here, as I said before. Then 1 before that there, and then yeah. So now stacked, no lines, center lines, center, no lines, and then left, right. Right, and then the route just on the climb axis, run back and forth, run back and forth, and then sparkler absolutely here, the sparkler here, done, next. What's this? Oh, cool. I'm a bit dazed. Let's see. Sky City, I guess, right? And then pink. That would be really cool. I think I'm gonna make new worlds because I tend to be using the same worlds over and over. So I'm gonna make new worlds. All right, let's see how the visuals ended up. It's 40, 16, 40. So now we're waiting for the booting of Unreal Engine. Another year and then you'd be happy. You're crying. Come on. Slower than usual. And the lights didn't boot yet. Right. Let's see, there's an issue. Right. Your time. That's it for today. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'm streaming daily, so I don't like that. I prefer the hexagon. But that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'm streaming daily, so if you like to see more of me, just make sure to follow. These are the visuals we made today. Lyrics are too big. Just a second. Or is it?
Used to think that it was so easy. You used to say that it was so easy, but you're trying now. So many people, but it's got no.
That's better, right?
This city doesn't make you feel
That's
so
better.
easy. You say that it was so easy, but you're trying now. Another year and then you'd be happy. Just one more year and then you'd be happy. But you're crying now.
Oh, there's a lot of fixing to do there. Ah.
Gabrielle aan de telefoon. Daar moet even spreken, want ze staat voor de deur en ze heeft geen sleutel.
Oh, bij haar thuis. Oh, oké.
Ja,
Ja.
hier, de sleutel, de telefoon ligt in de